Must be nice to try and get one at home after being away, given your record too.
Yeah, it is. The first couple of weeks being away, I think it's done us a bit of a favour actually, being able to get the group together and spend some time together and have some good wins. So I think that's actually helped us come together very quickly. And the trick now is to not relax and be ready for the opposition and be ready for Collingwood tomorrow.
Things are going ideally, Stars, unchanged yet again. You're the only team that's managed to do that so far. That must be a massive bonus.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice position to be in, but. We've got 27 on the list. We've only used the 22 so far. The hard part at the moment is the 5 that are on the fringe and keeping them ticking along and ready to go when they're needed. So from that point of view, yeah, it is nice to keep the same group. They've learned to play together. They've all contributed in some shape or form, and just a nice luxury to have.
Good crowds everywhere. You'd be looking forward to seeing what sort of reception you get at home.
Yeah, we've played in front of the smallest crowd so far, which was 6.5 down at Cranbourne that afternoon. So we'd be rapt if we got something close to that out at Brendale on tomorrow afternoon. So it's been amazing. I think we're averaging 10,000 across the league, I think, per game. So I don't think anyone sort of envisaged how popular it would be in such a short space of time. So full credit to the league for scheduling when they have and providing the right venues.
It must be a fair buzz in the team when the club's having to send out messages pleading for patience about attendances and that sort of thing. Like, they're excited about being at home and that sort of buzz happening for them now. Yeah,
again, that's another nice problem to have. It probably reinforces that we are all crying out for that right size venue to cater for this type of game. And from that end, Moreton Bay Council have been super out in the north side. We've got 2 ripping facilities out there right now, so this is one of them. And we just hope that we can, provide access to as many fans as we can.
So how many times have you trained at that Brendale venue?
Just Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday was our first go.
What did you make of it?
Oh, it's outstanding. Yeah, it's one of those places where you think you just want to be out here all night and keep kicking the footy around. So it was a very, very nice venue, as is Burpengary, not far up the road. So, as I said, two really good, high-quality venues.
Nice new sponsor on your collar as well. Things are ticking along nicely.
Yeah, Bond University have just come on this week and been a support sponsor, which is fantastic. They've now got the whole female pathway in Queensland, from our under-18s right through to our QWAFL and now our side as well. So that's a bit of an indication of where they thought things were going with female sport and female AFL.
Craig, 2-0 away, and now you play at home. Home fans probably expect you to win. Will the girls relish that pressure?
I hope so. They've certainly kept a pretty level head so far. They play with great spirit. They're quite close. So we think, that all things being equal, that if they can keep reproducing the effort and the spirit, they give themselves a chance to compete and stay in games long enough to try and pinch the result. So that's sort of been a little bit the way things have gone the first 2 weeks, actually. The game's been in the balance right through to halfway through the last quarter, and they've just hung in there. So I think that's a really good indicator of the type of people they are and the spirit that they play with.
Collingwood, to the flip side, I guess, they haven't won a game. Have you had a chance to have a look at them?
Yeah, they're super capable, no doubt about that. Stars on every line. There's been moments in games they started, terrifically last week against Melbourne, really jumped them. So, just got to be very, very wary of what they're capable of and really make sure that we play it on our terms early and make sure it's a nice, hard battle early.
Coaches obviously always look for improvement. Stars, what areas do you think the team can still get better at? Yeah,
there's things every week, Michael, that are improving. Their adherence to structure, knowing what stage of the game to play high tempo, slow tempo footy, those sorts of things, and not panic, a little bit of composure, those sorts of things. So I think we see that every week. I see them encouraging and covering for each other when people are caught out of position. So there's stuff that we're really happy with on a weekly basis. And I mean, this season, to be honest, is about just gradual improvement and getting ourselves into a position where we've got a really good team that know how to play footy, have prepared well in a semi-pro environment, and are ready to launch into seasons ahead, I guess, in the next couple of years.
So we're a long way off seeing what you think might be your best this season, do you think, or are you close the first couple of weeks?
No, it's a work in progress and will be for some time. yeah, they're showing glimpses where you sit back and go, wow, and then other times you're pulling your hair out. So there's things there that we definitely need to keep improving on. But in terms of bringing that effort and spirit and actually really serving a contest up to the opposition, that's been a couple of big ticks.